Well, good morning, friends. How are you on this Monday? Monday in November. We are 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving, if you can believe that. When did that happen? I want to know, when did that happen? It sure did happen real quick in the last 2 months. I got to tell you, I don't know where September and October went. The summer seemed to drag by for me, and then all of a sudden here we are, September, and then all of a sudden end of October, and now we are 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Oh boy. Okay, I'm getting ready this morning on this new Monday. You know how I feel about Mondays. They are one of my favorite days. So grab your tools and your makeup and let's get started. I got some news to tell you, and let's grab a drink if you need it, a snack if you need it, and all your good stuff here. So I have started with my two main products in the morning, my primer and my skin. It's like a tint, or it's just basically it's another primer, because it's these two, Elf Hydrating and then Makeup Revolution's Fix and Glow. These together just give me the moisture that I really need under my foundation in the morning. Just gives me that extra layer of moisturizer, and that's after I use my heavy moisturizer, my Life Cell underneath, which is what I use in the mornings, every morning that I get up. The biggest thing that I'm noticing, frankly, is my skincare. That has drastically improved the condition of my skin, the elasticity, and the wrinkling that I have had here. It is almost completely gone, and then down on my neck as well. So, as you can see, I'm using a dark spot remover, which is working on this right here. Slowly, but it is working on it. So let's get going this morning. We are going to use a ColourPop palette this morning. I have Burgundy in my shirt, and so we're going to use this. It's My Pleasure from ColourPop. It's got these really beautiful burgundies in them, so we're going to use probably along in here and maybe up in here. I've done my brows with my Adele brow powder. Love this product. Put that on first, fill it all in, and then I will come back and I will set the brows with this, which is a Benefit Bang 4-step system that you can get at Amazon. I only use two. I use the pencil, and I use this, what I call cement or glue. I wanted it open this morning. And it truly does lock my brows down. It is a clear liquid that acts like a hair cement, because that's what it does. It literally doesn't move. Let's get foundation going this morning. I forgot my brush, so bear with me. Let me get my brush out. As I've mentioned the last couple of days, I am absolutely adoring this Fiora foundation. I wish I had not stopped using it, frankly, but I found it again, so very happy about that. So we have been talking about your favorite brand, your favorite color, and your favorite product. And we've been collecting those votes for about 2.5 weeks now, and I closed it out yesterday, and I got really good responses from everybody. Thank you for taking the time to do that. And it was really interesting. It is sort of predictable, but I was kind of surprised at the same time, because I don't get a lot of comments just in the day-to-day when I do these Get Ready With Me videos in the mornings. But, you know, everybody has their own preferences. That's why I find it interesting to do this once a year, so we can find out everybody's preference and what they are liking, what they are buying. Just get this on here. Make sure you remember to go down on your neck when you're putting on your foundation, because you want it all to blend. You don't want to have a color on your face and then not have it go down to your neck. That looks kind of funny. Love this product. Just absolutely. The difference in my skin is drastic. I mean, look at the difference. And I'm not using any product to speak of. Just putting a very, very light coating of that on, and it just transforms my skin. I don't know any other way to say it but that. It just literally transforms how my skin looks. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my problem area right under here. Bring it down to that scar right there. And then a little bit more on the other side. That is literally how much I'm using. Nothing. It just goes so far. And it gives you this unbelievable finish. Covering up the dark circles under the eyes, and then covering up that scar. Make sure that's all blended. It looks good. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? Who won? What won? There is a tie for the brand, and the reason I say it's a tie, it's one vote between the two of them, and that is e.l.f. and Milani. That does not surprise me at all, because, you know, everybody, it seems, is struggling with budgets these days. Maybe not everybody, but a significant portion of our population is struggling. Thank gosh, last night, it appears anyways, that there was a agreement reached between the senators, so just maybe they have figured all of that out and we can get back to normal life without worrying about the government shutdown. But so budgets are important. Makeup can be very expensive if you're buying brand names only. e.l.f. and Milani are two great brands that offer fabulous products with great formulas, great colors, so that doesn't surprise me at all. So we're going to do one of each. We're going to do a Milani face and we're going to do an e.l.f. face. That is not a problem whatsoever, and I'm not at all, as I said, surprised about that. Eyeshadow actually is your favorite product. That surprises me a little. I really thought I was going to get a blush or a foundation winner, but you guys love eyeshadow. I personally love eyeshadow. That's probably my favorite, so I guess I really shouldn't be that surprised by that. So we have Milani and e.l.f. and eyeshadow. So we'll do one of each. Now, the color shouldn't surprise me, but it did, and I'm not sure why it surprised me, and it was black. That really surprised me. I didn't expect black. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a gray-black combination. I don't wear black. It's very rare that I wear black, but I do accent with black. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a gray-black combination of both e.l.f. and Milani with eyeshadow palettes. So those are the winners. Thank you everyone for participating in that. I love to hear what everyone is using and what their, you know, what their favorites are. So I just got to go through my collection and make sure that I have what I need to do that video for everyone. And I'll try to get it done maybe towards the end of this week is what I'm hoping happens. In the meantime, I am using this beautiful palette by ColourPop. I have to say, ColourPop is my favorite eyeshadow palette, my favorite eyeshadow product and brand. They just have amazing color palettes. The formulas are just, I think, the best on the market. They saturate beautifully. They blend beautifully. There's so many different color combinations available that I just, for me, ColourPop is my choice when it comes to eyeshadows. Okay, we've got that on. It's sort of it went on a little purpley, so I'm going to darken the back a little bit with this neutral. Get that into the transition up here. And then we're going to pick up the really dark burgundy. We're going to outline with the burgundy. Definitely have some fallout here, so I'm going to have to do some cleanup. Just taking the burgundy and running it along my lash line to get a outline. Can you imagine what it would be like if the Senate hadn't come to an agreement in 3 weeks and people were sitting in the airports? I mean, I just can't even imagine how horrible that would be. Considering it was so bad yesterday at some of the airports, it was like six-hour delays. I mean, who has time to waste on 6 hours at an airport because our senators can't cooperate with each other? It just annoys me. Okay, let's do some cleanup under here. Using my Revlon Color Stay finishing powder, just really cleaning up that under eye area. Making sure that we don't have that and we're gonna do brows again because I did get them this morning when I was putting on my foundation. Filling that in a little bit. And gonna use Cocoa Shimmer again this morning. So we woke up to 39-degree temperatures here this morning, which is really early for Houston. I mean, really early. We don't see those kinds of temps normally until in January, but it is early. So it makes me wonder, are we going to have a really cold winter here? Okay, I'm using Milani's blush now. This is Dolce. Baked blush by Milani. There's plenty of different colors available. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't put any powder on. So we're going to put powder on after this morning. Isn't that interesting? I totally forgot. Well, we're just going to do it over our blush, which that happens occasionally. Actually, some people actually do that, where they use their powder over their blush. I completely forgot to do my powder. No worries though. We will just do it now. That looks good. I do have a little bit of shadowing going on in the corner of my eye right in through here. So we're going to pick up that finishing powder. We're going to come right here. Because we don't want any dark shadowing right there. We want our eyes to pop forward, not sink backward. And sometimes when you're using dark colors like that, you can get that. I'm also going to go in and pick up the lightest color in my color palette. And we're going to put a little bit right here. Just a little brighter right in there. Gorgeous colors, I gotta admit. It's sort of a purpley burgundy color. Very, very beautiful. Again, this is ColourPop. It's my pleasure. These beautiful colors. I used this one all over. I used this to outline, and then it came in and I blended with this one and I put that in the corner. And then I used Revlon finishing powder for under the eye and in the corner. And my Laura Mercier tinted powder to seal up all of my wet product. All right, now let's come in and let's get these brows done. Just taking the brush and setting. These brows. Using the comb. Don't need very much of this product because it works really well. It just takes your brows and gets them really standing up nicely. Perfect. See, you've got a really long one right there, so I'm gonna have to fix that today. All right, time to curl. I'm gonna clean my curler real quick. Get all that extra stuff off of there that you get when you do this, because it picks up your eyeshadow. I'm gonna put it on, push it up, and then curl. By pushing it upwards, you are exposing the stalk of your lash. Put it on, push it up, and then push your curler. This way you are grabbing the end of your stalk and you are putting the curl as close to the bottom as you can. This way you get a a bigger curl. You get a curl that lasts a little bit longer because it's the whole stock. And you get a beautiful curl. All right, let's start with L'Oreal Panorama. And we're going to go all the way underneath. Start way at the bottom, and then you are grabbing and locking in that curl. I actually had thought too that mascara might be the product because there are so many videos out there on mascara application, colors, brands. I thought maybe that might sneak in, but it didn't. I think it's so interesting to listen and see all of your comments on what works and what your favorites are. Sharing is how we really get information out about what works for others. You may be doing something that nobody knows about, and sharing it is a great idea because then that process or that product or that color could potentially be a great addition to somebody else on this, in this community. So sharing is important. I've also been putting some links in my videos. I'm curious if anybody is using any of those links. I will try to find this ColourPop link for you too. Start doing my links again so you guys can go straight to it if it's something that you're interested in. Okay, second coat here with the Panorama. Let that sit for a second while I go to the bottom lash. I did get a request yesterday for a hair video, and I tried to do one of those previously, and it just didn't come out great because it was too close to my surgery recovery. Couldn't manage the hair dryer and have it look good at all. So now that I'm doing better, I'm gonna try to film that. I was going to do it this morning, but I just couldn't find my tripod that worked on my counter. So I am going to try to do one of those for you. Thank you for asking for that. I'll see if maybe I can get that filmed over the weekend for you. Just a demonstration of how I style my hair. Now I'm coming in with a second coat, and this is Milani's Anti-Gravity mascara in black. I do wear black all the, well, not all the time. 99% of the time I wear black with my mascara. I just find that because my lashes are so fair, I mean, you cannot even see them without mascara on them. So I do wear black all the time in color for that reason. Oops, just made another mistake, so I gotta pick up a pencil and grab that out there. Okay. And final touch, we will put on a little bit of gloss just to add some moisture. And there we go. That's it. I did have also a request to talk a little bit about what I do with my nails.
Right now. We got to get it together.
It's absurd.
Get rid of that. Sorry about that.
And
so my nails. I do go to a salon for my nails. I have not been able to find a press-on product that works because I'm so hard on my hands. I'm into so many different things that the press-on nails, they just don't stay on for me. I might have them on 2 days and then I've got to start all over, and that just drives me crazy. I couldn't be bothered with that. And I don't have great hands. I have very short, stumpy hands, and so for me to have not long lashes, my hands just don't look good at all. So I've always had nails on, always. I've been wearing them for,
the government's serving itself enough.
what's going on here? Eons. So I do go to the salon and I do have ombre. It is a two-step powder process that the tech that I use, and her name is Van. The salon is Nails Are Us in Magnolia, which is at 1488 and 249, the new Tomball Highway, in the HEB Center at 149 Spur. Okay, you'll know where that is if you're in the Houston area. You always have to have an appointment with Van. You just can't walk in and because she's in such demand, because she does just such amazing work, as you can see. So I use ombre. This is a pink powder back here. And then this is a white powder out front, and she does an ombre, so it changes from pink to white. I do wear a tip. I am one of those people that I don't like the growth on the underside. So every fourth trip, I get a new set. We clean the nail beds, make sure that there's nothing going on the nail beds. You have to be very careful sometimes if your nails lift, so you got to make sure that you're protecting and not getting a fungus under there. I actually had a little bit of lifting on this nail. That's why I've got a band-aid on it to compress it, to encourage the nail to reconnect down here at the base. I had an injury. I hit my hand, my finger really hard, and I pulled the nail. I mean, I really hit it hard, and so there's an injury, and so now I am trying to encourage that growth by keeping compression on it and putting medicine under the nail. But she does a remarkable job. My nails have never been in better condition. The nail beds, I rarely get any lifting on these. So it's a pink ombre. As you can see, she does just a beautiful job. They're not inexpensive though. That is the two drawbacks to it. Well, the positives, they look beautiful. Right? I get a lot of compliments. You guys ask me about it all the time. But they're not they're not inexpensive, and there is a time commitment, which I wish I didn't have, but it is what it is. I take the time for myself. When I have the refills done, they run, depending on what I have done, if I have to have any drilling or replacement, the refill runs me $65, and a new set runs me $75, because what they do is they soak off the remaining portion of it, cut my nails, my real nails down, and then we re-prepare the beds by cutting them all down, cleaning them, making sure they're in good condition. And then we add a tip, and it's powder. So it's two powders. It's the pink and the white. The pink back here and the white out here. And I also have chrome. I put chrome on the top. That's another reason. That's an additional $5. The chrome is the difference in, it's not a flat, but it is a sort of a shimmer, which you know me, I love shimmers, whether it's lip or blush or eyeshadow. So that's it. Nails Are Us in Magnolia. Van is the girl's name. It's probably the cleanest nail salon I have ever been in, and if you go to nail salon, you know what I'm talking about. It looks clean, it smells clean. There's not dust all over the place like in so many of these salons that you go into. It smells completely clean. I've never had a problem in this salon. I've been going there about 2.5 years now. So I encourage you to check her out if you're in the Houston area. She really is, in my opinion, phenomenal. And she listens. She listens to what you want. She doesn't tell you what you want. She listens and does what you want. And that's rare, as we all know, in the nail salon, in the acrylic nail business. So there we go. That's it for this Monday, everybody. Again, we've got two winners, Elf and Milani, and we are going to do eyeshadow, gray, black, and what else? Color. Yeah, so that's it. Eyeshadow's the winner. Milani and Elf is the brand, and eyeshadow and black gray is your favorite color. Really shouldn't surprise me, because the gray is the new neutral, if you will, and it's so versatile. It goes from day to night very easily. So I will be checking, make sure I've got everything, and hopefully do both of those sometime this week, or if I don't, sometime into next week. Thanks for participating in that, and I hope you have a splendid Monday wherever you are. It's a new set, a new beginning, a new start. And I hope you have a great, productive Monday. Get out there and hit a grand slam today, everyone. Thanks so much for being a part of this feedback here, and I appreciate it. I also will get that video done as quickly as I can for the hair. I just got to make sure that it looks right and you can understand how I do it, because it's just a different video, and I haven't figured that out quite yet. So it looks good. Happy Monday. I'll see you the next time. This is Carrie from Texas on this chilly but beautiful fall morning. See you tomorrow.